he takes like a 5-year break after that.
Yeah, he had to.
How did you feel about that? Did you feel kind of triumphant?
I felt like, yeah, of course. Listen, there really wasn't hip hop is about these moments. And hip hop is like I've always been, I have my little revolutionary in me, my little, because you grow up like that in Boston kind of. And, hip hop takes on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was proud of that. It's funny because what's his name? He was in he was the other guy that was in Joe Budden's group. What's homie name?
Joel Ortiz.
No.
Crooked Eye.
Crooked Eye.
Okay.
So I met Crooked Eye at the office, and we just got the tapes, and we about to go up and do the press conference. There's like hundreds of real press up there. Crooked Eye's like, fuck it, I'm coming up. He knew about everything, was with the whole movement. That's why when I see Crooked Eye with Eminem, I'd be like, and he's on YouTube saying he was there, whatever, but he's not telling the truth about, like saying it's not like I want a Crooked Eye to come up here and make a statement, but Crooked Eye was sitting right there when I made my statement. You wouldn't even been in the building, you know what I'm saying, if it was like that. So let's get, I fuck with Crook. Me and Crook cool. Me and Crook did music way before that. You know what I'm saying? It's just that people think that because they fucking with Eminem, then they all automatically have to be my enemy, and that's not true. First of all, that shit is so back in the day, first of all. Right.
And you've publicly said that you don't want anything to do with it at this
that's
point.
over with, man. Like, we got to move on from things, man. Like, that shit is, I don't want, like, I got a lot of dope shit that I'm doing. I don't want to keep fucking talking about that unless it got something to do with us sitting down,
right?
Really sitting down, talking about that, and like I would love to do that with him. Just me, him in a room, and just sit and just really talk. I think that would do great for me, and it would do great for him. I think we would come out of there, like you said, like, damn, man, we really cool as
I think it would be great for him to just sort of do more normal guy stuff in general, because it feels like, I'm sure it's good for his happiness. He clearly likes to just sort of seclude himself from everybody else, but
that's not what hip hop is, Adam. See, hip hop is about being out here. You see, again, you out, we out here. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is about being out there with the people, bro. Like, man, them hoods in Detroit, they need Eminem to come through there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he don't want to do it because, hey, fuck that, I'm white. Or I don't know if he's like, I'm leery because something might happen. Like, I don't know which one, but he don't know. To me, if he showed up at Nipsey's funeral, do you know how big that would have been in the black people's eyes for him?
Yeah, that's a fact.
If he would have just showed up at Nipsey's, and I'm saying I didn't, you know what I'm saying? My money wasn't even right to go out there to get a hotel or nothing. Like, keep it 100 at that time. But if Eminem popped up or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like something in Detroit, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying?
Even the last couple of years of Detroit/Flint music has been ridiculous. There's so many artists blowing up out of Detroit. And it's not like he's never co-signed anybody out of Detroit, but I feel like when you have a conversation with an Icewear Vezzo or a Babyface Ray or whatever, they respect Eminem, but it's almost like they respect him in his absence because he's just not there. He's not a presence in the city the way that a lot of these guys would. It would probably like, and again, like, he could do whatever the fuck he wants to do with his life. But if I was his manager,
it's weird.
I would say,
it's weird.
Get out there with the people a little bit more. It's not like you have to do that much. But, hit a party here and there, do a concert, whatever.
Adam, man. I ain't going front. Yes, I fuck with you, man. No, and not just because you said that, but not going against Eminem. I think that would be great for him.
Right.
Like, every time I see him kind of do it, then he doesn't do it. Like it'd be little instances where it'd be like, okay, and then it's like, because even like with Royce, like, that's like his top. Yeah. I mean, man, we all need a Royce. You know what I'm saying? We all need a Royce. We all need to come with a Royce, pay extra, come with a Royce. But, like, even with Royce, like, Royce could pop him out more if he would do that around Royce. Because as much as Royce stick up for him, it would be cool to see him hang out with Royce at a club or something. Or just, believe it or not, like, I'm looking at stuff like this. That shit to me, I swear, that shit to me does not make me angry no more. I'm to the age where I just want to, do new opportunities. I got some great things going on in my life right now, and I just want that shit is history. The history would be more dope if we could come together and talk about it. Man, we could probably do a 6-part series and just, and people be like, oh, look, he wants to, but I'm saying, but everybody's telling their stories. That's a major part of history right there.
Yeah.
of hip hop history. I get kids, I say right now, like from all over the world, still cursing me out. He fucking killed you.
It would be a tragedy though if Eminem makes it to the end of his life, lives to be, 70, 80 years old, and doesn't become more forthcoming about his story, because I feel like so many people would appreciate hearing it this late in the game, right?
But he has to mention everything.
Yeah.
You can't leave things that you just want to leave out. Like, you gotta, things that you was a part of, even, the thing that you might think, because my story, like when I tell my story, it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna tell the good, bad, and the ugly. Because at the end of the day, you're just telling your story and just telling, like you're just telling the truth of what you went through. You know what I'm saying? The internet is the narrative.
Definitely.
It's not the truth, it's the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Your story is what you represent. And the source is just a small part of it. Just my father, that whole thing in Boston with the mob and everything, and the source, and after the source, all that TV and Love and Hip Hop shit, the behind the scenes of that was crazy. And now my situation with Coi Leray. And everything in between, the Paul Pierce situation, the Rough Rider situation, the indictment, the Eminem. I mean, it goes on and on, and it's just crazy.